Back here at Southern Coin Hunter. We're going to pick up with the coins from this week I got from the bank. They actually had to give me 4 extra rolls of pennies. So I have a column, what in Louisiana we call a lagniappe, something extra. So we're going to weigh those separate from the first 10 that I got. Those are, so here's the first 10. If y'all can see it or not, let me zoom out a little bit so y'all can see a little bit better. There we go. So I got the first 10 right here. And I only checked one, and the first time ever I got a Wheatie on the end, and it's the very first coin in that row. So as y'all know, I've been doing a battle. Each week, I weigh out the cents, see how much copper I get per roll. As of right now, I got Group A with 62, and Group B, which is last week, with 57 wheats. I mean, not wheats, copper. I picked up 2 wheats in the first batch. Last week I picked up 3. Picked up a total of 9 2017 Ps. 2 2017 Ps. And last week I only had 2 of the Lincoln anniversary pennies. So we're going to start off with this first row here. I'm going to go ahead and weigh it. 127.8 grams. And I'll move that off to the side. I do keep this scale handy so I can weigh the 82s. And if there's pennies I do not recognize, I can identify, I weigh them, see whether they're copper or zinc. So, these things, I really don't like these. Oop. It's not supposed to happen like that. I'm trying to get better at flaring these out. This is just hard to see because I got a light in front of me so I can read better. So let's go ahead and go with the wheat cent. Let's see if I can get it shot better on the camera. It's hard to tell. Let me see. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Maybe it's better if I just lay it down. Trying to get better at presenting these coins to y'all. It's so hard to do with these lights and stuff. I'm trying to get enough light over here to where I can read everything. I'm sorry, I got the hand in the way. My lens is over here on this end of the camera. Oh, they're over here this side. And this table's at a slant, so it's really hard to get a good picture of these coins. But it is a 1958 wheat cent. So we find number 1 on the board. But it does come towards the copper. So I'm going to do what I normally do here. Got a 1970 D. I just use the scope to confirm it is a D. Give me 1 second. Yep, it's a D. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to hunt through these. With the first row, we're going to come back with the fines on it. Then when we get done with the 10, we do overall a total with the total fines. So give me a few minutes. For y'all, be a few seconds. Okay, finished the first row off. Got a total of 8 2017 P pennies. We got 3 coppers. So the pennies we do a total up afterwards. But for the coppers, we do want to do it by each row. I don't know if y'all can see all that. Let me zoom out just a little bit so y'all can see a little bit better. I'm trying to get my light over Just knock it down. Let me see if I get it a little bit brighter. There we go. Now, does it make it a little bit better for y'all? I can't tell. So we're going to take these three and put them in the black cup. I fish out the wheat pennies later. Have to weigh them all. Just remember the 2017 peas. It's the only time you're going to see the Philadelphia mint mark on a penny. The people that say the penny has no missing mint mark, possibly could be a Denver of a mint set. That's possible, but I highly doubt it. I know it does happen. So let me get the scale back over here. We're going to weigh this one and get on to the next row. Oop. Oh, almost reset the dang thing. There we go. Now we got almost everything else. 2002 on the end on that one. So 126.0. See how many this yields. So let's see. I'm gonna open it up. See if you see anything right off the bat. Then I'll pause it. Then hunt. Then bring it right back. For y'all, be a second or two. For me, it's gonna be about 5 minutes. Now I do go back and check later for varieties, any type of errors, unless I see something right off the bat. The only thing I have not yet to find in here, penny-wise honey, so I started doing this, or Indian head scents. Now these are all customer rolls, so I don't see anything glaring at me right off the bat. Got a 1981 right here. So what I'm going to do is put that into the tray. Pause this video. I'm going to do the hunt and bring it back with the finds after the row's done. Okay, finish the second row. I want to show y'all something. Has to do with the beards on Lincoln's face. Give me 1 second and make sure I'm turning y'all the right coin. Let me see if I can get it to zoom in. I don't know how well it's going to show up. Actually, I got a better idea than this. I got my coin scope ready. Let me get in front of the camera. I'm going to tilt it up. Y'all just hang tight for a second. There we go. First of all, we went with 4 copper cents, and I got 2 1982 zinc pennies. And both are large dates, made minted in Philadelphia. So we got 2 of those. Now let's talk about the beard on Lincoln's face. Sometime in the mid-90s, I think it's 98, 99, they changed the beard. I call it FB for fancy beard. So here it is on the coin scope. This is not a good example of this, but right now it's the best I can find. See if I can find another one. They actually kind of made him look, try to make him look fancy. You can see the grooves along his neck. his sideburns going down to the beard on his chin. Before that, there's a 1976 penny. And that looks like that may be a little bit thick. I have to look that one up. All he did was something faint along the edge. Nothing going down his neck. Nothing fancy at all. And then after the 2009 year, they went back to the same design before. The fancy beard. So I'm waiting for somebody to attribute Lincoln with a fancy beard from the mid-90s to 2008. Nobody has yet. So I'm going to put these 2 coins in the bucket over there. And I'm going to drop the camera back down. And tilt it back. Guys, I am trying to get better at doing the videos. I really am. So, I'm going to put the 82 stacked up over here, the zincs. Keep those in a separate spot altogether. So we're going to turn the scale back on and we're going to weigh up the next row. 129.1. I'm just doing this to see how many coppers I get per weight. I think 156 grams is the max for copper pennies. So I'm just curious to see what we get per roll per weight. And zinc is 2.5 grams per roll. So once again, I'm going to open up the roll. Get it to open up. And see if I see anything off the bat. $73D, we got a first copper on that row. Zinc. Kind of letting them fall down, taking a quick look. That one's so beat up, I want to weigh it. And this is zinc. Well, I'm going to pause the video, hunt this row, bring y'all back with the finds. Okay, bring y'all back in. We had 5 coppers. So we had an 82 copper, large date penny. I want to figure out how to link in the video on how to tell the large date and small date. So I have to find that. I want to try to link it back in to this post. So y'all should see it pop up there if you want to learn how to tell the difference between the large and the small date on 82. There's also the 1960, the 70S, and the 74 has a large and small date. Easiest way for the... Shit, I just dropped the copper penny. God dog it. The easiest way telling the large date and small date on the 60s is... So I dropped 2 of them. Oh, there's one. I dropped 1. I just throw one in as a weight. The only way you can tell technically is if you look, the serif on the top of 6 for the large date is longer. I got an extra copper I could throw in place. The one I dropped, I don't know where it went. Another way you can tell on a large date, the numbers are actually more compact together. 74 is a little bit trickier the 72's, the S. On the Lord's date, the 7's a little bit lower than the 9 and the 0. For the small date, it's all even across. And plus the 9 on the Lord's day goes up a little bit up higher than the 1. Lincoln, I think it's LincolnFacts.com. You can Google it and it'll show you all about that. So after 3 rows, we up to, that can't be right. No, I gotta finish that adding up. There we go. 12 of them. So I'm gonna bring this back over here. I'll put the copper, 82 copper in there. I got so many of them copper cents. Then I'll go back to scale. It's such, if you don't use it for so long, it will shut itself off. I actually got this from Dick and Dave's YouTube page. Check him out. He does a lot of coin hunts. He does whatnot auctions now. He just had a second one last week. Couch Collectibles, where I got this mat. He's got some new penny mats coming in. They've updated all the mats. Parker's Pennies on whatnot. Blue Ridge Silverhound, who does the market reports. Coins and Ghouls. There's a bunch of people that do it. I want to type that list up and put it and make a and put it on my page each time. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to I'll open it up. See if I see anything right off the bat. And I'll pause it and go on to the hunt on this roll. A lot of shinies. Holy cow. This is a cool find. That thing is the second one I got. This is Indiana carved in right in front of Lincoln's face. I got another state. I have to find it. I'll try to do a zoom in on that later, but that is a copper cent to start off with. That's a fancy find there. 93 zinc. Let's weigh that one out. Zinc. So let me pause it. We'll do. I'll put it up on the scope so y'all can see that. 71D. So let me pause the video and I'll bring y'all back in. And I want to try to find the other state that I got carved down on in front of Lincoln's face. Okay, I found the other penny with the state carved into it, and it's WA. I think. Let's see. I want to say Wisconsin. No, Montana. Oh, I don't know. I can't know. Yeah, it's Montana. I think. I don't remember the initials for the states. But I'll show it to y'all in the scope on both of them. But we hit with 5 coppers counting that state. Three more 17 P's. I didn't see any. I'll check them later for cuds, whatever. I hadn't seen anything like that. Now here's something strange. I think this is a tilted color stripe because there's no rim, but the 8 and the 5. Let's see, the lens is about right there. See if we can zoom in on it for y'all so y'all can look at it. I might have to adjust it. That's out. See how it's really, really smooth on this edge by the 8 and the 5, by the 85. So we'll keep that as a find. Then we go back out to normal. I want to throw a penny in place for that other one with the state on there. So I'm going to immediately put that into a cardboard sleeve like this one. That's not an error. Somebody did that on purpose. They don't know who did it. This is Indiana. Let's see. It's so hard to keep everything balanced. See how the state of Indiana is carved out into, oh, went too far. Just slightly etched it into the penny. Let's see how this one shows up. W-A. This one I found about 5 months, no, about 4 months ago. Okay, I'm going to 22 minutes on this video already. What was this? No, it's an 85. Okay. So let me open up the next row. Then I'm going to do, because videos get long, I'm just going to weigh them and come back with y'all finds at the end of 10 rows. So for y'all, it's going to be a couple of seconds. For me, it's going to be a little bit of time. Just to update y'all, I did find two 2017 P pennies, and I finally found Lincoln's formative years. This first one I found so far. I'm halfway through row 8. So I'll bring y'all back in with anything else afterwards. Okay, I'm just going to do all 10 rolls. The other 4 rows as a lanyard video. And 4 more copper cents. Added 2 more zinc cents to the 82s. So we got one formative year penny. What's this? The total 26. 2017 piece, I think. I'm not sure. Just hold on. I'm double counting. Oh, hold on. No, that's 10. Get these in my hands. Pick them up. These things are slick. So that's 10. So altogether, 25 2017 P pennies, formative year, there's a slight grease strike through on between the States of America on this. Let me show you on this 1999. Yep, 1999. Tilt the camera up just for a second. You can see where the grease is kind of slightly striking through all the way across here, then it stops. So I found a grease strike through. Still got to figure out what this 1985 penny is about. I don't think this is a brockage. It looks like it's got a second rim time being formed when they got struck. Then we got the state of Indiana carved into a 1976 Lincoln penny. That's gonna be it for the video for tonight. If you're new, not been here before, please subscribe. Please leave me comments. Turn the bell for future notifications. I'm going to link the video I did to this video on how to tell a large date and a small date 1982 penny. So y'all have a good evening.